My name is Joshua DeVerie, and I competed in the Grand Rapids show last night on May 25 and placed second in Class A men's physique. I was weighing in at 165. My height's 5'6" to 5'7" on a good day. It was a great show, and absolutely happy that I placed second, and look forward to doing a lot more shows.
So in upcoming, you're going to do Junior Nationals run? Is your next plan?
Yep, that's my next plan. Yeah, I train for the Junior Nationals here. I think it's 3 weeks now.
Okay.
3 weeks away.
Good deal. Give us a little bit about, you have a very interesting background, Bud. Besides military to swimming, go ahead and give us a little bit of your background and how you got into fitness and everything.
Okay, yeah. I guess it all stems from high school when I began in sports, that kind of thing. I always loved the sports, but I had a best friend. His name was Jim Solom, and he and I competed not only against each other, like he was my best friend, but we competed against each other in a positive way where we kept pushing each other all the time. And he started training to be a personal trainer, and we'd work out together and all that. But he ended up passing away from cancer at age 24. I'm 31 now, so about 7 years ago. And since he passed, I had this thing for Superman because he was given a week to live, but ended up battling it for 8 months and became my Superman. So in memory of him, I keep lifting hard, working hard, just living that lifestyle of fitness, just to keep him kind of alive in here. And he's my Superman. So that's the deal with all the Superman stuff. And in doing that, I made my first New Year's resolution about 3 years ago to really push it hard in the weight room and get bigger and better than I've ever been. I was a collegiate athlete. I was a swimmer and diver. I was ranked nationally as a diver, and then ended up kind of flip-flopping that. Ended up becoming a gymnast with the flipping and twisting. It just really goes well with each other. So. Got into the gymnastics world, and I've been coaching that now for 10 years, and it's been a huge blessing. It keeps me fit, it keeps me active, kids keep me young, and just being able to work out in the gym and then live the lifestyle as an employee at GNC, that kind of thing. It keeps me absolutely fit. When I was done as a diver in college, I needed something else to do, something to keep me fit, keep me active. So I started doing the capoeira martial arts, and absolutely loved that because I could do gymnastics and I could stay fit and that type of thing. And I was going for art education in college and met a girl there who was best friends with a girl who was working at a gymnastics gym, and she said that they were looking, and I thought, I know how to spot, I know how to flip, so I went there and got a job, and the rest has been history. I've been active in fitness and working out ever since then, so for hardcore for about 10 years, whether it be in the weight room or in a gymnastics gym, both working out styles just keep you absolutely fit.
So tell us a little about, because you were in the Army, and then tell us about what happened with the Navy SEALs and Green Berets and stuff.
Sorry.
No, that's fine, man.
I was, at that time, it was in 2008, 2009, and I was coaching diving at Grand Valley State University, and just felt this calling to go serve, and I went and did the Navy SEAL training, passed that with flying colors. So then the next step was to go to MEPS and become, just a part of the regular Navy. At MEPS, you have to go through a rigorous medical exam, and there I found out I have scoliosis in my back, and it's never affected me, obviously, with all the gymnastics and such that I do, but their standards are so high that with the degree of curvature in my spine, I couldn't be a part of the Navy. So there went my dreams of being a Navy SEAL. But I didn't give up there. I wrote to the Surgeon General of the Navy, tried to get in that way, but they denied me. So then I went to the Marines, they denied me, and then I went to the Army and was going to be a Green Beret, and ended up getting a waiver for the Army. They let me in, and ended up dropping everything to go into the Army, and it was sweet. I was excited. I thought, for sure, this is going to happen. So stopped coaching, went to the Army. And then when I was there, they reevaluated the waiver that I had and had me get x-rays again on my back, and they saw that the degree that I was at, they, long story short, ended up saying I was too high of a liability. Didn't want me, one, getting injured, and two, were worried about, just past experiences with the Army. They were worried that I would try and get out and use my back as an excuse, that kind of thing. So they sent me home, and kind of had nothing when I got back, but luckily I had the gymnastics, and so I came back to gymnastics, and the gym I work for is called For the Kids Gymnastics and Trampoline, and Alyssa Vance is the owner, and she has just been nothing but a blessing in my life. Anytime I'm down and out or need a job or something, it's just a revolving door here for me. So it's my passion. If I could do this full time, I would definitely coach the kids in gymnastics full time. It's just they're good for my heart, and I believe I'm good for theirs, and it's awesome. So.
Now, on top of all this, Bud, I mean, now right before actually you decided to dive down for the men's physique shows, you were actually training for MMA also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have always loved the fighting aspect of everything. Not because I'm a violent person, but I just love that camaraderie you get, the brotherhood you get in training that way. And I was a wrestler throughout high school. Loved it, did really well, and then about a year and a half ago, I started going to an MMA gym called the Kaminari Dojo under Ryan Bowe. He was a professional fighter in Japan for a long time. He's from the States but fought in Japan, and great guy. Joined the fight team, had to go through an incredibly hard test. I mean, harder than any of the Navy SEAL stuff that I trained for before I got to the SEALs and all that stuff, and made the fight team. It was awesome, and so I was training for a fight, and then ended up injuring my foot. Went back to the gym when I was healed and started training again, but that was about the time I started working for GNC, and then just that lifestyle, I had a lot of great guys I was working out with, and then being at GNC just had incredible support for doing shows, and so I put the MMA on the back burner for a little bit and have been concentrating really hard on doing the physique shows, and I've had good success so far with the physique, and I have a passion for that. But I'm actually back in contact. I was talking to my MMA coach today, actually, and now that this Grand Rapids show is done, and as I kind of relax a little bit in the weight room, I'll go back and do some more MMA and get my feet wet again there.
Okay. Now, on a normal day, obviously today we're in your, we did a photo shoot here in your gymnastics gym. What is your normal workout schedule for a week, Bud? What do you train, what days, and what different movements would you normally do and stuff? Bud?
Yeah. And luckily I have a great support group. A lot of guys, different guys I work out with. And with my schedule being varying, it definitely keeps that whole theory of muscle confusion and stuff alive. So not any set day do I do, I don't do chest every Monday and legs every Wednesday. It varies, which keeps my growth really great. So, but I do a lot of different circuit and type workouts, try to keep my cardio up that way, but hit and get a good pump. So I'll do chest and tries, back and bis, that kind of thing, big muscle groups with a smaller connecting group there, and then I'll superset it sometimes, and I just really try to be really creative, and if it's an ab day, instead of doing abs in the gym, I'll come here to the gymnastics gym and do endless back tucks and endless back pikes. For those who don't know, that's just a back flip in different positions, and it's an incredible ab workout. You do enough of those, you wake up in the morning, you can't move. So it absolutely varies from every day. There's no set schedule that I have, but that's what keeps it fun. The guys I work out with are just like, dude, you are like the Energizer Bunny. You keep going, and I just like to switch it up, keep it going.
So with going into the shows, but in your contest prep, what's your diet like? Do you incorporate carbs, or do you more stay away from carbs, or what? How does that work for you, Clay?
Yeah, I'm been really blessed with my genetics, so I'm not carb sensitive. The guys that were helping me out with my diet actually had me stay on a higher carb diet, because when I cut my diets, I actually, my muscle bellies deflate pretty quick, so I'm able to keep the carbs in me and keep the muscle bellies full, so I have a fuller look, which is awesome. But the other guys who are dieting really hard hate it because they're jealous.
Well, and just so people know watching this, like, and you're going to be seeing the video of your training stuff,
Yeah.
you're 163 to 165 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
you look every bit like 190, you know, in the videos. Just so
Thank you,
people
yeah.
realize that. I mean, so you're going to be able to compete with, you know, in those shorter classes, you're going to be able to really do some damage. You're going to appear so thick on stage, bud. I really think that could be an advantage. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but I
that's
just
awesome.
want people to
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that,
I appreciate
you
that,
know,
yeah.
you're not 190 or something. This is,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I always have eaten clean. I didn't grow up eating like snacks or sweets or anything like that, so I don't have that sweet tooth, which is a huge advantage because a lot of my buddies who have to diet, it's really hard for them not to go and have super bad cheat days and things like that. So I've was lucky with that. So it's really been, I stay pretty lean and cut year round, so that helps me keep my size.